Okay, I'm Jeff, the window expert. Thanks for watching this video. A guy wrote me and he said, hey Jeff, tell me, why is my energy bill so high? And I thought, I should make a video about that. So let me tell you, there's 3 levers that you pull to determine how high your energy bill is. Number 1, the first lever is how hot is it outside and how much of that heat is coming through your windows or through your attic or through your roof. Number 2 is how efficient is your air conditioner at removing the heat. And then number 3, how long does your air conditioner have to run? Because the longer it runs, the more electricity you're going to use, which also means the higher your light bill is. So let's talk about those 3 levers and see if I can't help you understand this a little bit better. Now, in Houston, we have this climate that's like very humid and it's very hot. Now, in the winter, it's just gorgeous, right? I mean, like, it's a great place to live, but it does get really hot in the summer. And so what happens is, the windows, the more windows you have, the more doors you have, the more heat is going to come through there. So how do I control the amount of heat that comes through my window? Well, number 1, you could just get rid of them, right? That would be one option. But who wants to do that? The windows are like the eyes to the soul of your home. Look how beautiful it is to just look into the home and to look out of the home. I love having windows. So energy efficiency is going to be important on which window you select, which glass you select, which type of glass is best for your climate. And that's why I made a great video. In fact, I'm not going to go into it now, but check it out below the link about what is low E, how does it work, and which one do you need? Because I go into it like by your climate, so you can pick the right glass for your window. Because think about it, window is really composed of 2 things, a frame and glass, right? And glass is over 90% of your window, so having the right glass is very important. But controlling the amount of heat that comes through, oh, I can even feel a little bit of it. Controlling the amount of heat that comes through your window is going to be the first lever you can pull. Now, the second lever is how good is your air conditioner at removing the heat? Now, people think air conditioners create cold air. They don't create cold air. They take heat out of the air, and now that heat is gone, then the air feels colder and it comes back in. So the more efficient your unit is at taking heat out, the less it's going to have to run, which is the third lever. The third lever essentially is how long does it have to run? So I'm not an AC expert, but a good friend of mine, Brian, is an AC expert. And I recently had all 3 of my AC units replaced here in my home. And here's a couple of things I learned that I think might be beneficial to you. So one of the things that I learned was that my air conditioners were not properly designed. They were not properly sized for my home. The first thing that he did was he brought in a guy who's an expert who took cubic feet dimensions of each room, created this program on his software to determine how many cubic feet of air I needed and where I needed it and what my ductwork design should be. I know this sounds like a little boring to you, but to me, this was like really interesting and really exciting stuff. Once we figured out the CFMs, then we used that information to determine the tonnage. What tonnage do I need? Because here's what happened. Up in my wife's study area, we noticed that like when the AC kicked on, it was like really cold, really fast, and then it would get warm, and then it would get cold, and then it would get warm, and then it would get cold. Like the cycles were really short. And so what we found out was that we had overkill. Sometimes people think, oh, you know what, if I need a 3-ton unit, I'm gonna put in a 5-ton unit because that'll be really good. No, actually oversizing the unit is actually detrimental because what happened was my temperature would come down so fast that the unit would shut off too soon. And guess what else was happening? Because it's Houston, right? Humidity was starting to build in that area because the air was not cycling long enough to keep that stale air moving in the corners of the room. And I started noticing like a little bit of mildew growth and stuff. And so we know mildew and mold can be really bad for your health. How do you eliminate that if your air conditioner is not properly sized? So anyway, we did that. And then the third thing we did is we looked at what's called SEER, S-E-E-R. I don't know much about air conditioners, but I know that the higher the SEER is, the better performing it's going to be. So we got a really high SEER unit, and there was a trade-off. I spent a little more money on that, but my unit's much more efficient. And then what we did is we set the timer on the thermostat. We got a smart thermostat so that when the compressor kicks off, the air runs for a few more minutes so that way all the air gets used and all the air gets circulated so that the house is properly, if you want to call it, rinsed, okay, from humidity. Then the third thing we did on top of the third thing that we did, so 3B, is we decided to go ahead and put in a whole house dehumidifier on all 3 units. That way we can control the level of humidity. You say, Jeff, gosh, it sounds like you guys went to a lot of trouble. Yeah, I went to a lot of trouble. You know why? Because I love my house. I love my family. I care about where I live. I care about where I sleep. I should do a review soon on the mattress I bought the other day. I bought this amazing mattress. You know, you spend more than a third of your life in bed. You spend about another third of your life in your home. Why don't you want to take care of it? Why don't you get a great window? Why don't you get windows that don't leak? Why don't you get an air conditioner that's properly sized to your house? You're going to love it. Your wife's going to love it. It's going to help the resale of your home. So I really wanted control over that. And then the last thing, right, the third thing on determining your light bill, besides who you buy your electricity from, is just like how long does this thing have to run? And so the best way for you to help that run less is actually turning the temperature down a little bit or turning the temperature up in the summer. Did you know that for every degree you increase your temperature in the summer, you save between 3 and 5% on your utility costs? 3 to 5%. So if you like it cool at night, I like it cool at night. Like I put it cold at night. I put it a little warmer during the day because I'm up and around and I'm active anyway. I'm going to be a little warm. But finding that if you just increase it 2, 3, 4 degrees, think about if you can do 5 degrees. 5 degrees could save you like up to 15% on your light bill. Plus, then you get a great energy efficient window, and the manufacturers claim you get about 30% savings on that. That's like 45% right there. Imagine saving a lot of money in your light bill. You could quickly pay for a new AC and you could pay for new windows. Look, my goal is to help you find a great window company. Remember, I tell you all the time that there's 2 key components to a great window. One, a window you love, you got a big smile, and then the other is a great installer. Now, if you live in the Houston, DFW, Texas area, I'm that guy, right? Like we have over a dozen brands of windows, beautiful showroom. We use our own installers. We have great, great products and very, very happy customers. And I'd love to add you to that long list of very satisfied customers. If you don't live in this area, then check out my website, jeffslist.com. I used to get so many calls, I decided to just make a website with all the great window companies across the country. I bet I know somebody near you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.